early March, State Representative Brooks Landgraf introduced a bill to change the structure of 6A football. The Leveling the Playing Field bill proposes a split of 6A into two divisions determined by county population rather than school enrollment.
And it sparked a lot of debate on social media, so we talked to a local coach and a Texas football insider on what they think.
ABC Big 2 Sports Director Kayler Smith has that story.
I think there's merit in the theory, but I just don't think it's very practical.
Reactions pouring in online over State Rep Brooks Landgraf's bill to restructure Texas 6A football. Dubbed the Leveling the Playing Field bill, Landgraf says it aims to allow 6A schools in more rural parts of Texas to have a better opportunity in the playoffs.
As time goes on under this 6A format, more often than not, in fact, about 94% of the time, the champion in both Division I and Division II all come from the same 4 counties, all of which have more than 1 million people.
He asserts that the current system is one-sided for counties like Dallas, Travis, and Harris, as opposed to counties like Ector, Midland, or Lubbock. The proposal suggests that 6A be split into 2 divisions, one for teams in counties with more than 500,000 people and one for less. But Texas football insider Matt Stepp says this would create a big imbalance.
It's just not feasible from a practical standpoint to have one division with about 80% of the schools in it.
Since UIL was established, every state champion but one has come from metropolitan areas in Texas, shutting out teams like Permian and Midland Legacy late in the playoffs. But that's not a challenge that Legacy head coach Clint Hartman says he wants to shy away from.
I think people look around here and they forget getting in the third round is hard to do. Like, it's not easy. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Metroplex or not. You're playing in the highest division in the largest state.
Both Stepp and Hartman say they're content with the current classification system based on school enrollment. But there are other routes rural 6A districts can take if they feel disadvantaged.
I think the best way for them to compete is to invest in their facilities, invest in their coaches, and then if they don't feel like 6A is the answer, I think additional schools would have to be built in order for them to drop down to Class 5A and maybe have what they feel is a little more level playing field.
And the Texas legislative session ends on May 29th.
Landgraf's office says the bill was referred to the Public Education Committee, and they're hoping to have a hearing about it in the next week or so.